What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia, and today I have my very first weekly wax roundup, which is a way for me to talk about what I've been warming, but also get Scentsy news out to you based on what's happening in the Scentsy workstation. So what's going to happen is the very first portion of the video is going to be the wax happening, which is the top or most recent workstation news that I can get back to you guys. The second part of the video is going to be what I've been warming, and the last part is going to be a Patricia pick, which is where I highlight one or two scents that really took my heart this week. Now, I'm still going to be doing Scentsy reviews, but they won't probably be called Tester Tuesday, but I will do it in that format, and I will probably do them as collection reviews. I'm just not sure if I'm going to put them here on Tuesdays or put them on other days of the week. And if I do them on Tuesdays, then we'll probably skip this and make it every second week on occasions that I need to do that. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'll figure it out as we go. This is just my first time doing this, so let's get started. All right, let's talk about wax happening in the Scentsy world on the Scentsy workstation. These are normally going to be 1 to 2 minute little parts of the video, but because we have a lot going on as it's transition month, this part of the video will be longer than normal. I will put screenshots of what I can up as I'm talking, but otherwise I'm going to be reading in rapid fire mode. All right, Scentsy has announced a rebrand. They have changed the logo. You'll see some logo samples here as I talk. Now, we do not need to call ourselves independent Scentsy consultants. We can call ourselves fragrance consultants, which I never did anyway, so no big deal. And Scentsy has also announced that they will be delving into candles, and they will be soy blended candles. No price or information on that yet, but I believe they will be available as 2 wicks to start, and then also later 1 wick and 3 wicks, if I'm not mistaken. They did talk a little bit about decor lines. They are going to have a warm section, an enlivened section, an inspired section, and classic section. Starting September 1st, there is a charitable cause warmer called Tranquil Glow. It will include a donation to support nonprofits providing mental health services. So that is great. Right now, we have a recent collection that has launched. It launched August 1st called the Wildflowers and Wild Horses Collection. It is $33 Canadian or $25 American for a 5-pack set, and there are other items with that. If you want to see that full collection, just go down to collections and you will see it there on the website. September 1st, Scentsy will be announcing a new laundry product called Magnolia Shimmer. Just to note, this is the kindness scent that they had to rename due to legal constraints, and the notes are still dewy greens, magnolia, and white musk. I did see a video from Lisa Roberry where she announced that they will no longer be continuing with the small size tubs, that they will be having just the full-size tubs. So just a heads up on that. There is a new collaboration coming with Peanuts. So I'm not going to share any pictures of that for licensing reasons, but that's exciting. A new group of products in collaboration with Peanuts. The Harvest collection is available starting September 1st, but if you're a consultant, you have early access available now. So that is a 5-pack set. I will review that in its entirety on Warm Review and do cold sniffs when that arrives. There have been some announcements that Canada will be receiving some increase in costs for products and shipping. So the price for a traditional bar is going up 50 cents. Overall, most products in Canada will be having a 8 to 12% price increase. And for shipping, right now, PWS or workstation shipping is $14. As of September 1st, that will change to $18. If you have a workstation or a PWS order, I believe at $580, it qualifies for free shipping. Scent of the Month kits and Scent and Warmer of the Month kits and Club will also have price increases for shipping. Right now it is $12, and as of September 1st, it will go to $16. Nearly all catalog products are on sale right now. If you want to see those products, go to specials, and then you will see Last Chance. You will see a collection of all those. You can still get the 10% discount even on the consultant exclusive 6-pack bar bundle where you buy 5 get 1 free. You can still even get 10% off on that. So if you want to access that, consult your consultant. So the only things that don't qualify for the 10% off discount, Scentsy says the exclusions are non-catalog licensed products, charitable cause items, Bring Back My Bar, products launched in August, and already discounted products, and whiff boxes. Scentsy has put on the workstation that the new season sales kits are now available for consultants. That started August 1st. These come in home, scent, laundry, clean, and body, and just put season sales kits, and usually you will see the one that you want come up. For consultants, Scentsy has announced the 2026 incentive trip will be in Riviera Maya, Mexico. This will go from June 15th to 19th, 2026, and you can earn this for up to 8 people. The Fall and Winter 2025 catalog will feature Scentsy's new branding. This is a more simplistic, easy to mail format. It's available August 15th. Right now we have some PDFs and Canva templates that are available, with more to come on August 15th. And catalog sets are available up to September 15th at 10% off. Scentsy has cited the following reasons for some of the changes that they've made. They said supply chain fluctuations, unpredictable tariffs, and changing customer preferences make it difficult to guarantee product availability and prices for a traditional 6-month printed catalog. So we'll see how that change rolls out, and I will be getting the catalogs myself August 15th. I will say, before we branch off into what I've been warming, I did want to highlight the rest in peace scents that aren't coming back from last fall and winter catalog to this fall and winter. So I will just show you each scent and we will go through them quickly. This is a good time to always remind you, if you have a scent that you love, to put it in your club, because you just never know when a scent is not going to come back. We have Arctic Kiss, Around the Campfire, Autumn Hearth, Autumn Sunset, Cashmere and Corduroy, which I was surprised and sad at, Cedar Cider, Cherry's Jubilee, Cherry Chestnut, Crayon Apple Crumble, which I did scream a little oh because I did not put that in my club, Cranberry and Cardamom, Cranberry Candy Cane, Dutch Apple Bread, Falling Apples, Farm Stand Pumpkin, French Lavender, Frosted Cedar, Gimme Candy, Make Me Snickerdoodle, Midnight Mahogany, Pinkberry Sandalwood, Pistachio Woods, Rum Pum Plum, Scarlet Sunflower, Scary Good, Squeeze the Day, which I believe will just be going to spring and summer exclusively, but we will see, Vanilla Barnwood, and Very Vanilla. There are many other videos out on a lot of the Scentsy changes, so I encourage you to check them out. So let's see what I've been warming this week. So I decided to warm a variety of things, mostly to fit my wax melting challenge prompts, but throwing in other items here and there. And it was nice to kind of be able to pick anything that I wanted within reason. Then I didn't have to melt for a review. So even though I'm kind of talking about it, it's not an official review. So we'll just grab the first thing in my pile. I melted some Sea Breeze. Now this is a scent that was in the Puerto Rico collection, and it was just one scent as part of the collection in 2025. Or 2024, excuse me, summer of. And it appeared randomly as a club exclusive scent that you could kind of, not a club exclusive scent, but a club scent that you could add to your club by surprise. So many people did add it to their club, and I did as well. So that's how I got this bar. And the notes on this are juicy orange, coconut palm, and white floral. And I warmed 3 cubes in the boys' room. I had used 1 cube from another time. So I'll probably finish this off here in my bedroom at some point, and I'll try to finish it off maybe later this month. Yeah, it's pretty. It's slightly sweet from the floral, feminine sweet, and you get the coconut, and I don't get a lot of orange. That's the only thing. But performance was about, I would say I left it maybe close to 2 days, about 1.5 days to 2 days in the boys' bedroom. All right, the next one is currently available, but this is an old bar from 2022, and it is Stitch Experiment 626. It's Valencia Orange, Pineapple Nectar, Sugarcane, and Sea Salt Mist. This is a fantastic performer. The licensed bars, I believe, are staying the same from this past catalog to this new catalog, so if you're worried about that, this is returning. And this is a strong and long scent. It lasts a very long time. I warmed 2 cubes in the kids' bathroom. You can smell it. If you don't have the door closed, you can smell that coming out. So mostly I get the notes on it: Valencia Orange, Pineapple Nectar, Sugarcane, Sea Salt Mist. Out of those notes, I would say I probably get all of them. Maybe there is definitely sweet. There's not a ton of orange, but it's there. All right. One that I will probably put aside to hoard for a while is Graduation. So the notes on this are crisp apple, rich suede leather, and vintage musk. So I have 7 cubes. This is my last bar. I like to warm this here in my bedroom. Sometimes I warm it in my overnight warmers because it's just soothing. And it goes with a lot of things because it's mostly a vanilla-based, almost like vintage book kind of feel. So this is really nice. It's about a medium light. Starts off at about a medium, but most of the warming it's about a medium light. And this is probably at least a 2-dayer for me. Yeah, really nice. I enjoy this one. So I warmed 1 cube of that. I believe I warmed it in the entranceway just because it's a nice, it mingles well with many other scents. All right, I'll talk about these 2 scents together. On the wax warming day, I usually melt ahead. So I don't say, oh, today is August the 5th. I'm going to warm what's on August the 5th. I could be warming anything, whatever fits with what I feel, but I just make sure I use up all the prompts in the month. And usually I'm finished early, so not always, but usually. And so I think there was a day that said melt a watermelon scent, so I picked watermelon tangerine, and I had these 5 testers. Now each tester here is not quite a full cube typically. It's a little bit shy of that. It's about between 3/4 and a full cube. So this is roughly, I would say, between 4 and 5 cubes worth. So watermelon tangerine is watermelon slices, juicy tangerine, and dewy greens. I do have a video out on how to get how I prefer to take the wax out of the tester. There are many different ways. Some people put it in the freezer, it contracts, the wax contracts, and then they put it in. Some people turn it upside down in the warmer and let it melt, but I would probably forget that. So I just take a sharp paring knife, I go right down the middle to the base of the tester, and then I just flick it out each side. And sometimes certain testers you can just stab right in the middle and turn, and the whole tester will come out in its entirety. So I warmed this in my main space, but I wanted a little bit more wax, so I also added some watermelon patch. So this is a 2023 bar. This one came out as a Bring Back My Bar in 2023. The notes on this are sweet vine ripened watermelon. And most people say that watermelon isn't very strong, but I find this is a fairly strong scent. Now, when I moved from my house to the apartment and I had all my wax in my car, this is what I could smell. I think I had like 6 to 8 bars. I had every piece of wax in my car that I own, and this is the scent that I could smell the most. So go figure. I always remember that. It makes me smile. Right, what else we have? I have another scent that I really like for summer, and this is an older wax bar from 2022. It is Grapefruit Sunshine. So I used 4 cubes of this. And this is brisk citrus, pink grapefruit, and subtle vanilla. I added this to 2 out of my 3 warmers in my open area one day. I think what I did, sometimes I'll take all the wax, if it still has scent, and I'll just put it in one warmer, and then I'll supplement the wax in that space with new wax. So that's what I did. So this reminds me of the scent, if you remember apricot vanilla. It reminds me of that, but a grapefruit version. So a little bit stronger, but very creamy and sweet and nice. If you're scared of grapefruit, this would be a good one to give a try. So if you see this in a bundle, then I would encourage you to pick it up. And I will caution you, if you do pick it up, try not to hold on to it like I did for 3 years. This one is still fine, but some of the Grapefruit Sunshines that I've had in the past start to go off a little bit faster than other wax bars. So just something to note. Always check all your wax, but especially your citrus bars, because sometimes they are the ones that go a little bit like off or start to deteriorate faster. But yeah, I'll finish this up maybe in my bedroom. And right now I have a Grapefruit Sunshine room spray going in my bathroom that's probably 2/3 empty. So I'm excited. I'm doing well with my room sprays. All right, I finished off a Simply Vanilla. So I think I just had 1 cube left. This was warm vanilla or French vanilla with a touch of coconut milk. And this is in my club. It's one of my favorites. And it's just a very nice, gentle, classic vanilla. Some people say it's floral vanilla. I just describe it as a pure vanilla. To me, it's just a basic, simplistic vanilla, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite scents. And unfortunately, one of my coworkers, Audrey, she has discovered that she loves this, and she keeps buying my club bars. So sometimes I have to warm one quickly so that I can tell her I don't have any. All right, another club bar that I finished off was Cotton Candy Cookie. I have quite a few of these. This one is from 2023. So I either need to get warming them or take it out of my club. So the notes on this are cotton candy, cookies, gooey treats, and sugared raspberry. So it is very nice. It's a cookie cotton candy scent, but there's the sweetness from the raspberry, and it is very gooey and creamy. And I will say, for me, this is a totally edible scent. So there's no weird notes that come across floral or perfumey to me. It's just really sweet and yummy. This is the sad part for me for this scent, because this is a scent that used to work fairly well at my old place, and I feel like it doesn't work quite as well here. But I'm still willing to nurse it along for a bit. This would be something that I'd love to put in my bedroom to fall asleep to. I just love it so much. For me, it's a bedroom scent for either my room or Erica's room. And I think I did warm it in the boys' room, but it just didn't feel like it vibed with them. So either myself or Erica will enjoy a cotton candy cookie until I decide what I'm going to do with it. Also in my club, I worked on some sugar. So I had a partial I finished, and I used up some of my new bar. So this one is lemon drops and cotton candy, and this makes me think back to my early Scentsy days when I just was getting into Scentsy. And I remember Scentsy announced when I first got into Scentsy that they were going to put bricks out in sugar and shimmer, and I think what it was is they received so many votes in the Bring Back My Bar that they just decided to put them out as bricks. I'm like, do that more, Scentsy, please. I always say that Scentsy should put whatever Bring Back My Bar scent receives the most number of votes, they should put that scent as a brick in the Brick Scentsy Club for 6 months, and then when the next Bring Back My Bar comes, the top selling scent will become the brick, and that other brick scent will be gone. So be like a 6-month special spot in the Brick Club. That's what I think they should do. But Scentsy is making some Bring Back My Bar changes. We just don't know what they are yet. And I will say, I forgot to say, there's some scents coming in the catalog that are almost like retired favorites coming back. And I'm just going to go over as many as I can remember. Where's my little sheet? I have it here. So, all right. Banana Nut Bread's going to be in the catalog. Bora Bora Blossom. So that's a love coming back. I'm going down through the list quickly, so I hope I don't miss any. A Lucky in Love. And I believe Orange Dreamsicle, and I think that might be it. I can't remember if there's any others. But yeah, those are 4 scents that I can think of off the top of my head that will be coming, and I think that's really smart. So anyway, back to sugar. So when I first started, I said to my consultant, do you have any samples of sugar? Because I want to smell it, because I didn't know if I wanted a full brick of it. Now I would just get the brick. Anyway, so she gave me this little mini tester sample, which are tiny, tiny. They're smaller than the ones I showed you. And I put it in a 12-watt element in my bedroom. And my house was really big back in the day with big tall ceilings. And I was downstairs getting Drew ready. And I'm like, what's that beautiful smell? Now, keep in mind, I didn't really have a lot of warmers going at that time. So probably it was just that scent going. But I could smell it coming from my bedroom downstairs. And I was in the main space. And I was just in love. So there was a time where I didn't really know if I was going to keep sugar in my club. But now, thinking back, I'm thinking, why would I think of getting rid of it? Because I love it. Performs fairly well for me. I would say at least a medium, up to medium plus in most spaces I warm it. I would say maybe I get slightly atypical results because most people say it would be lighter for them. But this has always worked really well for me. Great as a mixer. Mixes really nice with vanilla. Mixes well with the Rest in Peace around the campfire. You could do so many things with this. So I can't even comment how many things I would mix. I would mix this with graduation. You could mix it with so many different things. It's kind of like Aqualina's pink sugar. I gotta hurry up because I'm babbling. All right, so we also have some bricks that I worked on. I did finish Sugar Cookie. I'm not sure if I'm going to still do my brick videos, if I'm going to talk about them. Let me know if you think I should still do them or not. But yeah, since I have 1 cube left, and I brought this with me to New Brunswick to warm there, but I couldn't warm it. And I'll tell you why here when another scent comes up. But I finished it off here in my bedroom, so that was really good. The notes on Sugar Cookie are butter, sugar, and creamy vanilla. And you can get that as a club brick, but I actually have it in my club as a bar. So I might just hold off on getting a new brick, use up some of my bars, and then get a brick. I do like to buy that brick and vanilla bean buttercream brick about 6 months in advance to give it time to really cure and develop because vanilla scents need a little extra time. All right. I have Iridescent. I worked on some of this. I think I used about 1/2 to 2/3 of this cube here. And I mixed it with Simply Vanilla and put it in Erica's room. So this worked really nice. It's still going. I'll probably have to change it soon. The notes on this are cedarwood, citrus, peony, and apple blossom. So I will try to finish this off either this month or next month. It's about a medium plus in performance. So if you like that one, it's definitely a strong one. But I don't think we'll see that one back because it's a special release. I think it'll be few and far between when we see that offered. I think if they offer it, they're probably going to put it as a Scentsy Club exclusive brick offering. That's just a guess. All right, I have 4 scents with testers I will go through. I have French Lavender. So I used this on a day. It said melt a purple wax for the wax melting challenge. And the notes on this are pure herbal wild lavender. It's not a scent for me. Oh, I always think if you had this going in your house, I would think your house smelled a little bit musty, but that's just me. You could totally love this, but to me it smells somewhat like not a clean house. So it's kind of funny how we all have scent perceptions. I have Ruby Nectarine. I melted this on a day, I think, was it melt a scent that starts with R? So strong and juicy and fruity. If you like the scent Red Pear and Pomegranate, it reminds me a little bit of Ruby Nectarine. The notes are juicy nectarine, ruby apple, and pear blossom. Very fruity, smells like you're going through the fruit section of the market and you can smell the skins and everything. I have banana leaf and bamboo. I warmed this on a day, it said melt a clean style scent, I think. It says white peach, banana leaf, aged bamboo with sheer mahogany. This is similar to something like a sea salt and avocado if you like those green, fruity green scents that are a little bit sweet, then you would probably like banana leaf and bamboo. I prefer sea salt and avocado, that's why I never kind of pursued that anymore. I would say strength is about a medium, longevity is also about average. And last but not least, we have Pina Colada Cha-Cha. So I will tell you a quick story. So I go up to New Brunswick and I bring a 12-watt element warmer and 2 mini warmers. We're only going for like from Friday night to Sunday. We have a family reunion. My husband has a big family and they're up, they speak Acadian French. So we're going up to northern New Brunswick. There's these little chalet cottages that they have along the water near Tracadie, New Brunswick. Really nice. We go there maybe every couple of years. But this was a big one, so we had the family. So I brought 2 mini warmers and an element, like I said. So I take out the mini warmers and both the bulbs were burnt. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell? So I checked the first one. I'm like, no. Then I try it in different plugs too, and I'm like, no, I can see it's broken. Then I put the other one in. I'm like, no. So those were going to be the bedroom ones. So I didn't have any bedroom warmers. I just had my element. So take home message. Either bring extra bulbs or bring element warmers, because element warmers, you don't have to worry about bulbs going out. So I said to my daughter, do you want, because I brought three different options. I brought sugar cookie, strawberry taffy, and Pina Colada Cha-Cha. And she smelled all three, because she's the pickiest of the bunch, believe it or not. And she said, this is what we're going with, Pina Colada Cha-Cha. She said she was actually sleeping, sorry about the crinkling, she was actually sleeping on the pull-out sofa, and that was another thing. Usually there's 2 twin-size beds and we have to rig up a bed for Drew. This is probably more than you need to know. But she decided to go in the main space on the pull-out sofa. So I put the element warmer in the kitchen and you could smell this everywhere. If the doors were open to the bedrooms, you could smell this in the bedrooms. So the notes on Pina Colada Cha-Cha are island coconut, pineapple, white rum, and vanilla bean. Oh, so good. It doesn't have the rum note to me, but everything else is very authentic to Pina Colada. I don't drink, so I'm okay with the non-alcoholic version, but on the Scentsy cruise, we had Pina Coladas offered to us, and they were so good, and that brings me back to that. So, speaking of, let's do Patricia's picks. All right, so I think, obviously, I'm going to pick Pina Colada Cha-Cha, because it has great memories with the family up in New Brunswick. But the other thing that really kind of stood out to me this week was sea breeze in the boys' bedroom. So I am going to keep this in my club for a bit until I figure out how many I want. Would like to see this come back in the upcoming spring and summer catalog next year, but you never know. We'll see. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I'm sorry this was such a long weekly wax roundup, but we will see how they taper down. I'm thinking probably around 15 minutes each week. But anyway, hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.